Hello, everyone. It's Cheryl Millett live at 5, Facebook, Mondays. Just getting ready to go to Ireland. You might have seen posts for now, probably almost 2 years, just trying, pulling together a group. There's 18 of us going to Ireland. It will be great to see what Ireland's all about and what we're going to see, ancient castles. We're going to see, I don't know if you've ever heard of Shilanigigs. I don't know if you've ever heard of dolmens. Hi, Diane. I don't know if you've heard of, well, surely you've heard of castles and castle walls and certain things like that, and pubs and Guinness. But there's a number of things in Ireland that I had never heard about, even though I have kind of like Irish ancestry there, and that's another story. But it's interesting anyway. And here's the thing about today is that traveling or going somewhere different, it gives you a different perspective. It gets you out of your comfort zone. It really takes you to another place. It lets go who you've been, what you've been doing. You can try new things. You can explore. You can question. Those kind of things. So every once in a while, be it even every year, you go away for a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks every so often. Every few years you go away for even as long as 3 weeks. But it's just getting away, going someplace different, sometimes out of your comfort zone, but it's just new. So you're looking at it, you're getting a new perspective. All that kind of good stuff. So Ireland. So yeah, leaving in a few hours. Looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun. Here's the other thing I mentioned last week, Monday, was microwaves. So the week before I talked about microwaves, but I had a document from a friend that actually put it together, having heard me talk about it. And here's the thing. I know some people are using microwaves, but there are some crazy thoughts about microwaves out there. Oh, you're going to get radiated. Well, as long as you're not in the microwave and it's not seriously leaking, which sometimes they say it does, then that's not the point. It gets back to the point of what it does to your food. And the other thing is to know that when you cook food, generally, there is stuff happening too as well. So you can't just put microwaves on the hot burner here when it comes to food and what we do with it, because much of the food out there is highly processed, even if it's not put in the microwave. It's highly processed. And it's denatured, and even the raw material these days are genetically modified, perhaps sprayed with a lot of chemicals. You can see how we're just going down that path. But here's the thing that I used to teach at the presentations, which is, let's just look at it simply. Not, are you getting your right nutrient factor? You're understanding how much cholesterol you need a day and so forth. But actually just look at food as simple this. It is what fuels everything in our body, or builds everything in our body. Be it our brain uses 40% of the nutrients coming into our body, and we need it. It is the thing that is on your spoon or on your fork or in your hand. This is what feeds us, fuels us, builds us, gives us energy. And then our body has to be working efficiently. So food is important. And really, I'll give you my 5-finger philosophy, which is just working towards it. Yeah, you're going to have that birthday cake? I think so. Are you going to have this and that the odd time? Sure. Are you going to be working away at trying to come away from 7 cups of coffee? But that would be recommended. But it's not that you need to feel that you're giving up everything. You need to do it gradually. So here's the 5-finger philosophy. Think about things that are fresh. So I love to go berry picking. That's fresh. I'll eat as much as I pick. Well, that's not entirely true, because I will pick crazily, but eat food that is fresh, and that's important. And the other thing is, so we got fresh, raw. And so raw foods, be it that you have to chew them very well, and you don't want them unripe, so you do want a certain amount of raw foods in your diet. You just have to chew them very well. And the other thing would be whole foods. So quite often what's happening with our foods is where it's being taken all apart, and okay, now you have to have egg whites because the yolk has got too much cholesterol. Well, to me, that's just nonsense. So you have an egg, you have the whole egg. And then the other part of it is, the fourth part is natural, but I'll say / organic. Sometimes we see a lot of our foods now certified organic, and they're using different practices. But let's say naturally grown without all those chemicals and pesticides. So that's the fourth one. Now, there might be a number of people that are taking supplements, be it chlorella, I'll say superfoods. So number 5 is consuming those nutrient-dense food like chlorella. And the supplements, you can think of it those ones. But a good source, a good, how can I say it, bioavailable source, that kind of thing. So for me, I like magnesium and I like minerals, but minerals that are organic, not the non-organic ones, from rock and stuff. And then the seal oil, those are my 2 favorite, magnesium, minerals, and seal oil. So that's the 5-finger philosophy. Very simple. And, quite often you can just see what you're eating, observe for days and weeks on time, just to be familiar with what you're grabbing, what you're craving, and make little changes. But that's really what I wanted to talk today, is just, add to the microwave thing that I talked about a couple of weeks ago, and also just talk about the 5-finger philosophy about foods just in general, whether, stovetop, oven, microwave, all of those things. If you move towards eating the 5-finger philosophy way, then you're just focusing on good food. And here's the slogan that I didn't make it up, somebody did. You want to not live to eat, but eat to live. It's just a subtle difference there. But again, it's observing whether or not you're craving, whether or not you're having an easy time giving up certain things or shifting. And that's just, take note, observe, journal, whatever it is. People like myself understand what's going on, and that's when you can ask questions and reach out and things like that. So anyway, I'm going to sign off today. It's probably a little bit shorter today. I'll be in Ireland for the next Monday. I will try to do a live in 5 because it is actually later there, so I should be back in the room by then. So I want to wish everybody a great day, best of health, and we will see you next week, hopefully. So live at 5, Mondays on Facebook with Cheryl Millett. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining me, and we'll look forward to your questions in good time. Bye for now.